Good morning and welcome to Irreverent Knits. I am Tracy from Low Country Shrimp and Knits, along with me, Judi from Maggie Loves Yarn, and we are here on a fabulous Halloween weekend. Whoa. She says I look like a unicorn. I'm thinking a little more like narwhal, but it's all good. It's all good.
Narwhal?
Narwhal, you know the animal?
Oh, okay.
With the horn? Just a giant floating manatee with a horn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, so here we are, Halloween weekend. We have some fun things going on and getting ready for the trunk or treat this weekend. So if you are in Bluffton, there's 11 million of them going on. And so here we go. We're going to talk about, hi Denise, welcome. Yay, so glad you're here. All right, here we go.
And you know this is going to have to come off because otherwise it goes down over my face like this.
Where is she? So, how's your week been so far?
Mine? The week went really fast.
No, right?
I know.
It's been crazy. So we've just been getting ready. My daughter's doing trunk or treat this weekend, as I mentioned. And so I decided we were going to donate, a trunk's worth of candy. And they're like, just $100 worth of candy. Now, that sounds like a lot of candy. It's not. It doesn't go very far. No. So I literally have like a couple, and I went to Walmart, so it wasn't like I was out, shopping at Tiffany's for candy. I mean, it's
I know.
$100. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, we're going to have to supplement some of our own because
where we lived in Ohio was a main drag. We could go through 500 pieces of candy in like a half an hour.
Oh, I'm sure.
And that's given out one at a time.
Yeah, it's crazy. See, where we live now, we are on the younger end of the demographics, so there's not a ton of little kids. So we always go to another neighborhood where my in-laws are, and it's all kids there. So it's so much fun. But we bought candy for the last couple of years, and not one person shows up.
Oh, really?
Not one person shows. All the way down at the end. I mean, we're the only family with kids up, as far down as we are.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they go elsewhere in the neighborhood. So
it's just. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know my husband misses it being in Sun City because it's an adult-only community.
Yeah.
Not that kind, but...
But, so they say.
I know he misses it because he would love doing it.
Oh,
he just loved it. He'd talk to those kids. And
of course he did.
This kid came in I don't know what he was. He was like a shepherd. And we went, that's the costume that keeps on giving. You can do it for Halloween. You're right there for Christmas, for the
Easter.
Christmas play.
Easter.
And he looks down and he goes, yeah, you're right. It was so funny.
Well, my older one always does all these scary costumes, and this year she's still into cosplay. So she's doing cosplay costume. She's doing Marceline the Vampire Queen from Adventure Time for this weekend for the trunk or treat. It's a cartoon that you obviously have no idea about.
I didn't know.
Yes,
Whoa.
obviously at all.
Whoa.
And then she is going to be Lydia in the in Beetlejuice, of course, because she's obsessed.
Oh, I know.
And the red dress when she's getting married. So she's got the whole thing all squared away. My younger one, we never know what she's going to decide. She goes last minute, and she always surprises us, and she goes for the laugh because, well, that's how we do. And so this year, I was like, all right, well, we're getting down to the the end of the time, dude. You need to pick something. So she went out to run an errand at, 5 Below or something, and all of a sudden I get a picture from my mother-in-law. She's bought a costume. She's a pickle. Like a pickle.
Good-looking pickle.
She's a pickle. I'm like...
Looks like is she a pickle or an anole? She got the little green gloves she could use in an anole. She could use it 2 years in a row.
You know what? You go. I mean, it is also the gift that keeps on giving. So I'm like, okay, one year she was the lunch lady. And she always has these costumes. I'm like, oh my God. So we have the very artsy one, and then we have the going for the laugh. So all around, always a good time at Halloween with my kids.
They had trick or treat up in Ohio last night. So
They
never do it on
Thursday
the 31st.
night?
They never do it on the 31st.
Thursday night,
Each town just picks whatever day they
want
to
to have. If you're going
it.
to change the date, why wouldn't you just have it Saturday night? So that way.
Oh, who knows? Who knows? They've
So
always
weird.
been weird up there. It's Ohio.
Ohio. Okay. She's from Ohio. That's why we can say that. So
Newark. Ohio.
Newark. I lived up near Newark, Jersey.
No, you don't say Newark, Jersey.
No,
you say Newark.
Newark.
Like fancy.
Newark,
We're
New
Newark,
Jersey.
Ohio. N-E-R-K-A-H-I-A. Newark, Ohio.
So, Newark. I live near Newark. No one wants to admit that either, though, because Newark is not very lovely. So, yeah, Newark, New
I
Jersey.
didn't say ours was a barrel.
Yeah.
We had long burger baskets. Woo!
Yeah, I know. You have that cool basket building. So, hey, we have been working. I finally got Flaming June or Dumpster Fire or
Hers is
Chaotic
done. She beat me.
Chaotic Cardigan. I finally got the thing done. I wanted to bring it in today. I wanted to wear it, and it's still blocking. So I wasn't going to wear a wet. I'm like about wet things anyway. So wearing I
think it's an excuse.
Cardigan.
No, she did send me a picture. It looks really good.
I did. It came out.
It does.
You know, from a distance.
And Liz's is almost done. I've almost got my first sleeve done, and I did do my shoulders,
Yep.
and I did try it on, and it fits.
Okay, perfect.
It fits.
See, mine, because it's so much chaos of the whole thing, if you close your eye and you hop when the horse gallops by and I'm wearing it, you can't even tell.
Did you stretch it out any? Okay.
No.
You just laid it there.
I just laid it there, and I kind of the corners where it's pointed, I did pull them out to kind of get them to set so they're a little more pointed. But other than that, no, because you know what? It's got the linen, and linen stretches on its own.
This is true.
You know, linen will do its own thing. So eventually, I'll have to reblock it and then push it back together.
Throw it
Hopefully,
in the dryer.
yeah, I could do that. Well, do you lose it? It's not going to felt, obviously, but what would happen with it?
Shrink.
We'll
If
see
it
if I
gets
need
too
to.
long,
We'll see if I
shrink
need
it.
to shrink it down to a little tiny Barbie size. So I have now. I've pulled out my work in progress. So I've got this sweater. It's the 12,000 year long sweater. I pick it up. I put it down. I've had to redo the sleeve now 4 times. So it better be the best darn sleeve you ever did see.
Well, tell why.
Well, so I had it in a bag, and I had needles in there. I just stupidly assumed these were the needles with the project. Wrong. So I did the sleeve. First time I did it, and I'm like, you know what? I did my short rows wrong. So I was like, you know what? Let's just pull it out. And then I did it, and okay, got my short rows right, and I'm looking at it, and I'm gone, and I'm not paying attention because I'm talking, and it's just an easy, knit all the way around. And then I look at it, and I'm like, oh. So one sleeve had much bigger stitches than the other. So, yeah, we had to pull the whole thing out. So there was quite a bit of frogging that went down with the sleeve.
Is that hard to frog with that mohair?
It's a little bit because it keeps getting tangled. So every little bit you gotta pull the little tangles apart, and then it gets fluffified. But anyway, it came out, and it's coming together nicely now. So
It's going to be gorgeous.
it's going to be great once I finally finish
And
it.
are you on the very last thing to do? the
Yeah.
sleeve?
So I could do a button row, but I don't want one.
Oh, good Lord, she's going to have 2 down ahead of me.
I could. Well, this one's been work in progress forever, but yeah. So this sleeve will be done. I could do a button row. I don't really feel like it. I don't know. We'll see if I throw something in there because I don't use buttons on the cardigans. I just kind of let them hang. So I don't know. I like this one. This one was also a bit of a disaster when I started because they didn't say you should use a provisional cast on. So then I had to go and I had to cut it, and it just did not come back together nicely.
Yeah.
So there's
It's
a bit
you,
of a.
You kind of steeked it.
I did steek it.
You did.
I did steek it.
See, and you lived.
I did survive, but it doesn't look lovely in the back like normal steeking does. So we're just going to hopefully, I think I'm just going to grow my hair out or wear a wig or something with it.
Wear
so
something. How far down is it?
It's a good chunk in the
Yeah.
back. So we're just going to call that
Do a
design.
wrap and throw it around
Yes,
your
a design
neck.
flaw, and blame it on whoever made this, even though that's not their fault. It was mine. But anyway, they didn't say provisional cast on, and you were witness of that because we kept going, what is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, they
So,
should have.
they should have
They
said
should
that.
have. Well, that's like the baby sweater I just did. It said buttonhole rule. But
Oh
it
my
never
God, I
said
need to
when
show that.
Put the button on.
I need to show this
So I didn't do
sweater.
it.
It is so beautiful.
I didn't do it because it didn't make sense.
Look at how beautiful this is. It came out so gorgeous.
I
And
guess I did finish a sweater this week.
that's right. You did finish a sweater. Look at how beautiful this is. And I love these. They called this star. Is it just
Little
a star?
star.
Little star pattern.
But to me, it looks like little dirty birdie feet.
Little dirty birdie feet. So you call it what you want, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And the yarn that we used for China, right? For
No, we used
with Moonstone?
Harriet.
Oh, Harriet. Oh, yes.
Juniper Moon
So Juniper Moon
Harriet.
Harriet. Absolutely gorgeous. Now look at these colors.
It is the softest, fluffiest thing.
It is. I'm
People
supposed to
kept wanting
display
to
it.
squish it yesterday.
I wanted to just pat it and love it. It's kind of creepy, but I was doing it, so I own it. I did it.
Yeah, everybody kept saying, that's what doesn't look like little stars. And I kept saying, I know, it looks like little dirty birdie feet. You want to show this?
Little feet. Yes. So this is.
This is Mosaic Mania. And it's kind of a neat pattern. My friend and I did it. We did it as a knit along. Because there's a lot of different mosaic patterns, and you can kind of choose what you wanted to use. So she did hers, I think, in blues and greens. And I don't know why I chose orange and black, because I just kind of liked it. And I was working on it the night they kept cutting in with the news that Notre Dame was burning. And finally, I looked at it and I went, and they're showing the close-up of the flames and the stained glass windows, and I went, kind of looks like what I'm working on. So the real pattern is Notre Dame. Oh no, the real pattern is Mosaic Mania. I call it Notre Dame is Burning.
Oh, it's beautiful. Nice,
Judy's Notre Dame is Burning.
and nice, lovely fall colors.
It's very, it can lay back. So if you lay it back a little bit, it looks like you got a shawl on.
Yep.
And it looks like you got a jacket.
Yep. It's nice and cozy.
It's orange and black, and I thought it would go with my black and black hat today.
It's very fall-like. Very fall-like.
Thank you.
We got some new fun yarn in. I told you, I think last time we had the Barocco rep Karen in, and so of course we indulged in all of her fabulousness. So we got some dash in. So this is
dash.
Barocco dash. It is so squishy and soft, and we got this fun sample to show because the way it just kind of colors.
This is the way it comes out.
Yep. So when you play with it, this is what it has all this in here. Very easy garter stitch, stockinette stitch, and then you just kind of reverse it, do a purl across to get this to look like this.
And you just do it whenever the color shows up.
Yep.
Whenever that little color stripe shows up, you switch to purl. Or you can do it just straight and it would look just as cute.
Yeah, it's super cute. So it's nice and it's squishy, and there's actually quite a bit of yardage on this. This one's got 200 and, let's say 30, 50, hold on.
251.
200 and, maybe you're right, I don't know, I can't see. No, 230. 210 meters. 230 yards in this one.
So this whole thing only took 2 balls, it says.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So, but it's so soft and so squishy.
The minute we saw it, we went this.
Oh.
And you know what? I kept saying it'll make great blankets, great baby blankets. And guess what? Last night we had a lady come in. She was getting ready to drive
1,200 miles.
all
cross
the way to
country.
the top of Minnesota. And she wanted something to work on, and she hadn't knitted for a while, for like 5 years, and she wasn't sure. And she was just thought maybe a blanket of some type would work.
Yeah.
And we went, this.
Yeah.
And she was knitting away on it when she left.
Yep, and now we all want to make one because it's so
I think
squishy.
I
It would
just
be
dragged it
perfect.
through your straw. Sorry.
You drank through my straw?
I think I dragged this through
Oh,
your straw.
that's fine. I thought you drank through it, which would be fine too. I mean, my cookies are your cookies.
But, I said this, and right away, she sold 3 balls of it.
super cute. We also got this, and Judy chose this for the color, and she had a whole plan with this color, and now we can't remember what that plan was. So, so now we have it.
It seemed like a good idea
At the time, it seemed amazing, and it is going to be whatever it is that we're making.
But it's gorgeous, and if you want to try it, we'll get it in more colors because Tracy can order it.
Yeah.
Tracy can get that for you.
Queen of telling people, oh, Tracy will get that.
That's my motto. Tracy will get that.
I
for
had
you.
someone say, I thought you were going to order me a book. I'm like, I don't. Yeah, maybe. Let me know what that book is. I'll look for it because.
I think you got to get that custom color work socks book in because people are wanting to do that.
I know. We've got some other fun stuff coming in too for both.
I really don't remember or why I said just get it in green.
I don't know. We had a great idea for it, but it is beautiful because it's got some alpaca in it.
Gorgeous.
It's got some alpaca and
It's 50% baby alpaca, 40% acrylic, and 10% merino wool.
Yep, so it's really
It's
soft.
going to knit beautifully.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a halo to it
Yep.
when you knit, and it's got
It's a lovely fall color.
yeah, it really is. I can't wait till I remember what I wanted to use
I
it
can't
with because
wait
it's
to figure out what the hell you're talking about.
perfect color.
It is the perfect color for.
Well, maybe
something.
I thought you were going to get in some other colors. So
No, you chose this one. you specifically chose this one.
I don't know.
Eyewitnesses.
I was high on all the yarn being thrown on the table. Just high on it. I didn't even have to sniff it. It was like,
let's get all of this.
This, and this. I don't care that you're living on the street and you're in a van down by the river.
You can just live in your yarn shop. It's fine.
You live in a van down by the river.
So we also got this wizard. I told you we got a little Barocco crazy this time. And this is also soft and squishy, and it knits up really beautifully.
It's the most beautiful gradient.
Yeah, it's really, really beautiful. So we got a couple different gradients of this, and we're going to actually teach this class, a beginner class, on, and it looks like a nice, fun
It's called
scarf.
stitch wrap or wrapped stitch scarf.
Yeah.
It is so easy. It was one of the first things I ever made, and you can do it in any weight. So the variegated yarns from Maggie Loves Yarn would be gorgeous in it.
Absolutely.
And this, it would be gorgeous in this.
Yep.
and or just plain.
And
I'll
this
tell
is
you
much
what,
softer and squishier than this one.
if you're
So,
this is like, I don't know, I had no idea what I was buying. I was new. I was a virgin still.
We had to break you in. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Now you made me forget what I was going to say.
I did.
So if you're a beginner and you still want to give a Christmas gift, this is quick.
Yeah.
I did it, and the people were amazed.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all you do is wrap one, wrap two, wrap three, and then the next time you come back, you just drop them off.
Yeah, it's
That's
cool.
all it is.
It's cool. It gives it like a little like eyeball look. So, all right. So we're gonna have this coming up. I gotta find a date and a time for that. And one other class, we're gonna do another beginner socks class. We got easel in. So easel, it is this pattern that comes up, and it looks like you're doing this intense, beautiful color work, but it's all lies. All you have to do is stockinette stitch.
It looks like you're doing a Fair Isle pattern.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna do.
So another one, it's a beginner. Mm-hmm. You're learning, and yet it looks like you've known color work all your life.
It's absolutely beautiful, and this is one of these superwash wools, so these can be washed according to this machine wash cool.
Yeah.
And then dry flat. So those of you that are like, why the heck would I make socks that I have to hand wash? You know, people like Judi that's like, I hand wash my socks.
I just throw it in the sink and
Yeah.
then hang it over the towel rack.
She's a fancy kind of girl.
Well, now if
So-
I'm going to put all that work into it,
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
but this is kind of cool. We call it faux Fair Isle.
Yeah.
Because it looks like Fair Isle, but it really isn't.
Yeah. So easel. So we are going to have some class on beginner socks. So I know we've had a bunch of people saying, I want to learn how to make socks.
There
This
were
would be a
4
good one.
people in here, and they all went berserk when she laid down.
Oh, yeah,
when she laid down the sample.
Yeah, everyone here was like, and so we ordered a couple different variants of this. Very pretty, very very nice, different colors.
You got
let me see. I've got
like 4 different kinds.
I think we did. So
'Cause you got the sample pack to see how it would go.
yeah, here's the one color, and then we've got one that's got some blue. Is that the same? Nope, blues and greens, and then we have, a little bit different.
And the pinks and yellows.
And we've got this kind of tans and this one. Anyway, we've got a whole bunch to play with here. So definitely stop by and check them out because, I'm going to have to make a sample with this.
And if you've made socks but kind of forgotten how,
Right.
my son and daughter-in-law love my socks.
Well, how could they not?
Well, she likes to wear socks around the house. And he's a mail carrier. And he likes to wear them underneath his regulation socks because they keep his feet dry.
Oh, yeah.
They keep him warm, all that good stuff. Which is really funny because if I had made him wear hand-knitted socks when he was in high school, he would have called Children's Services on me. So he texts me the other day because I make them, and if I don't like them, I just send them on up and they wear them. Sometimes I keep them, but most of the time I just send them on up there. So he texts me the other day, and he goes, Mallory's grandfather, we love Marvin, he's really a sweetheart, said he'll take some socks too next time you're knitting some. And I said, yeah, sure, okay. I said, okay, I don't know when that'll be, because I'm thinking, usually I just send up kind of plain with a little, like the Fair Isle ones and stuff. So the other day I texted him and I said, well, I didn't really explain to you. I've got a lot of ones done, but I've got to do the mates too, which is not a problem because I can do those up rather quick. But I've been doing them for the shop, and we've been teaching color work. So they're a little funky. They're not plain. If you don't want them, that's fine. But I've got a pair of pink flamingo ones.
They're great. Are you kidding? I'd much rather have those.
Some
It's all part of
ice
happily
cream
knitting
cone
socks.
ones,
All
yeah.
happily knitting socks.
ice cream cone socks, and we have these. And I said, I have some with mountains and trees.
Yes, they're beautiful.
If you don't want them, that's okay.
And she'll be having some candy cane socks too because we got the class
Oh,
coming up.
God, I know. I haven't even started that.
What the heck? Chop.
Well, I'm working on these. And I don't know if I'll do the candy cane if nobody signs up for it. So there.
We're going to have people sign up. They will.
So I said, so if you don't want them, that's okay. I get this text back. We'll take whatever we can score.
Nice.
So it's like, okay.
I just think it's so funny. I would never ask them, could you just whip up some handmade socks? Like, to
know.
me, that's like, what? Could you please just do some quadratic equations
You know
while
what
we're
I'm
hanging
gonna do?
out? I mean,
I'm just going to send them up. They can divide them up the way they want.
exactly. Here's your pile. Here's your
Take what
pile.
you
You
want.
guys take them, and
You
they
want
all
that one?
fit.
Fine.
And they all fit your feet because you do them to your size.
Yeah. Yeah, my son's small. Now, my youngest son is 6'3",
Yeah.
250 pounds.
Yeah.
Chris is like 5'8",
Yeah.
120, soaking wet.
Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
he'll fit in.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has always been really, really thin. And when he first got out of college, he was working at MedBen and State Farm as customer service.
Mm-hmm.
And he was really good at it. I mean, he was really good at it. He was, he's just got that kind of calming voice and everything, unless he's talking to his mother. You know, that, you know, you're upset on a Monday, you wrecked your car on Friday, and people would call back and apologize for the way they talked to him. But he says you do that 5 days a week. Yeah. 8 to 5.
Oh, yeah, it's exhausting.
It's exhausting. Yeah. And he's sitting at a desk, and he was like weighing almost 200 pounds.
Oh, because, yeah.
So he went back to being a mail carrier. He got on as a mail carrier, and his first routes were all walking. He was actually doing the old route where he lived.
Right.
So it was only because people would come out and they go, "Oh, Chris, sit down, have a cup of coffee. We'll chat a while. How's your mom? How's your dad?" But he's the most fit I've ever seen.
Good.
I mean, he is just down to like 120, and
that's great. I know. Well, I've took this week off from running, and I'm feeling super guilty because I don't know. My husband thinks it's a cold. I'm still going with allergies, but after my race last week, it got my whole nose just went as far as sneezing. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna take it easy this week, and I'm feeling guilty because I haven't run all week.
Tell him how you did. I'm so proud of you.
I wasn't last. Yay! In my age group. It's okay. My age group, but
it wasn't the Walker group, so you don't know.
No, it was how we were running, and in fact, the woman that came in right before me was third, and she was literally a step behind me. So not bad. It was let's see, it was a 5K, and I ran it in 27 minutes 27 seconds. So, you know, not bad. Not my best, but we're still crawling back. A little hard with breathing outside. It's a little colder, so long hauler COVID is making this more challenging than it was prior. But just gotta
get a ribbon.
Suck it up. No, because I wasn't third. I was like,
are you
so
kidding
close.
me?
I didn't get a ribbon because I was third. But I did. I think I came in 36th overall out of I think 250 or so
That's
people.
Great.
But there was kids that won, and they were like 12 and under group, and these kids were so fast. I was like,
they haven't
wow.
been weighed down by life yet.
Right, that's right. They've been weighing their shoulders down. No albatross, they're dragging behind them. No, but it was a cool, fun run. It was for Oyster Fest was kicking off here in Bluffton, and so it was good. I got one coming up in Palmetto Bluff in December, and that one is a 10K. So as I prepare towards the half marathon, but you know what? We were looking at the route for the half marathon. Most of it's on the flyover, so I'm running on a highway. So if you could stop over, just drive me part of the way. I think they'd be fine with that.
I'll follow you. I'll get the blinking lights on
fast.
top.
You are so fast.
I'll get the blinking lights and the sign that says wide load.
You can just hand me drinks out of the car.
Yeah, the sign on the back that says wide load for that.
Watch out, precious cargo above. Yeah, so
Sorry, I had to get that in.
So that day we are going to be closed because after I get done with that, we're going to be tired and we're going to be celebrating. So, and especially after she's driven the wide load car. She'll be exhausted and need some champagne.
You know, when Gordon and I were dating, we just started dating, he ran the Columbus Marathon. 26 months.
Good for him.
So my
Military
friend and I went over, and we thought we'd watch him. Should have been a red flag of what life was going to be like with Gordon. So he comes around a corner, and he gives me a quick kiss and says, "I need oranges. I need some orange slices." So I'm like, okay. So it's a Sunday.
Right.
We're looking, I know this is downtown Columbus. We're looking all over. We'd finally find some. Well, of course, I had to buy a knife. And so by the time I get to where he is, we're clear up on campus.
Right.
Which is a good 5 miles. And we've walked it. I've pulled a muscle.
Right. She pulled a muscle.
So I have all these oranges waiting for him. He runs by, grabs one, thanks, and keeps on running. And I'm like,
oh.
So he's finished the race. 2 hours later, my friend Sue and I limp in. And the whole time we're like, we're not saying a word. We're not saying a word. We're not saying a word. And he's like, where have you been? We're not saying a word. Should have been a clue. Should have been a clue what life was like with Gordon. Because I got new glasses.
Yep.
And
I know they're very fancy and fun.
kind of look like Harry Potter did, but they're really fun. They've got squares and circles.
Yep,
The new funky shapes that are coming in. And he knew I was waiting for him to come in. And so Tuesday, I went over and they were in, so I got him and I had to get a haircut.
Wait, hold on. They were in, but they should have been in like 6 weeks ago at this point with how long you ordered them.
I know. 2 weeks. Going on 3. Well, they've been here. Did anybody call you? No. So anyways, I come home. And he's in the laundry room, and I walk in. I go, so what do you think? And I can tell he's not looking at my glasses. And he goes, yeah, it's okay. What's okay, Gordon? Your hair. You got your hair cut. Anything else? No, I don't think so. So I said, oh my God, if I ever end up missing, I'm a goner.
Don't get information from Gordon, apparently.
Because he will never be able to describe me to the police.
She had
short hair.
It was
glasses.
short and
I don't know.
She had her glasses on, I think. Can you describe the glasses?
No.
I got you, though. I got you because I did. I noticed. I'm like, first of all, I have to say she's very brave. Now, I am vain, and I have the most lovely woman that cuts my hair. My hairstylist is fantastic. And Judy's like,
looks. I had a hat on.
Yeah, it looks fabulous. So she went and she goes, yeah, I went and got it done at a barber. I was like,
I did. It's the best cut I've ever had in my life.
I was like, you're so brave.
Because I have very short, very fine, very thin hair. Okay. So this lady had posted on Facebook. She was looking for a place down here, and somebody said, go to Joe's Classics. Joe's Classic Cuts. Tell me.
Barbershop.
So I went, and I'm like, oh, God, it's a barbershop. I didn't know if it was. And
right.
so she's cutting my hair. Of course, she doesn't have
curling iron, straightening iron, any of the accoutrements.
So she does it. It kind of looks like a bowl cut. And I'm like, oh, good. Now I look like Harry Potter. But, you know.
You got the glasses and the hair.
Never. So I thought, okay. But
we need to make a scar.
Yeah.
Lightning.
I don't know anything about Harry Potter.
Lightning, right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then when I do it my own way, it's like the best haircut I've ever got. She actually listened to what I want. She cut it the way I needed to cut. She didn't argue with me like my last person. Because I put a curling iron in my hair just to give it some body to get over there. And I said, this is the way I want it. Oh, you can't do that. Your hair's naturally curly. She's been cutting my hair for a year.
All right.
I went,
naturally curly.
That's not. That's a curling iron. Well, that's not going to work what you want. I showed the girl. She did exactly what I wanted.
See?
It's perfect.
Perfect.
Best haircut I've ever had.
No, I love my stylist Zoe. She's so funny. She's like, what are we doing today? I'm like, dark and bitchy. That's usually what my hair color is, dark and bitchy. But this time I went a little sassy and badassy. You can't tell yet, but you'll see on Monday. We're a little bit of brighter colors in there because
dark and bitchy.
Dark and bitchy is usually what I do. This time
there's a little bit of that they sell at Walmart called
dark and bitchy.
Coffee and sarcasm.
Oh, that's also, yeah. Dark and bitchy is usually, but yeah, sassy and badassy. A little brightener. Right now, it's.
It looks good.
Well, it needs some attention. I went. My mom has. I got the call that she didn't have much time left, and so I hopped in the car and I missed my appointment, and so I was like, we couldn't find a time up until this coming Monday. I'm like, okay, so we're just kind of hiding it and living in denial. It's okay.
I gave up coloring my hair.
It's okay. Yeah, no,
I'm one of those that I'm lucky because the gray comes in like it's been highlighted.
Yeah, no,
so
yours
is pretty good.
Yeah, no, mine would just look.
I noticed that there's more gray highlights.
Mine's a little Bride of Frankenstein. It all starts here and goes. So.
Yeah, see, mine never did that. I was surprised.
Yeah, Bride of. It's all on my part, and I get it right here. It's
the good thing. It's the only good thing about my hair. Because people go, I love how you get your highlights. I haven't dyed my hair, highlighted my hair or dyed my hair in like 8 years.
Yeah, no, mine is my thin and as I call scraggly white trash hair. But yeah, no, so I can't do the barber though, bless you.
I was a little worried, but now I'm sold on it.
Good.
So she was always telling me what I have to do. You need to make this. You need to make this. She came in last night. I went, okay, you need to use these 2 yarns that I picked out the pattern for you. Get started. You made the mistake of saying I need a new project.
Well, okay. Truth be told, you did first say I need to work on the stocking, which I do. I have to bring that in. I got to work on my stocking because I still need to figure out color work. I need to start learning color work. I need to put on my big girl pants and stop being afraid of knitting. Well, this woman was in this week and she had done this sweater and she's just sitting there not even paying attention. And it was you were here, Ingrid was here, and it's the most beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
See,
gosh,
it's almost
it
like
is-
it's a wrapped stitch that looks like cable. Really
Yes,
interesting.
It's
really interesting.
beautiful, and the sweater it's this nice tight. It kind of looks woolen, but it's softer. It's just beautiful, and I'm like, oh, don't look at my crap.
It's a little heavy for down here, but
But she also has a place in Connecticut, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
so-
But yeah, I was like, don't look at my knitting. It's sad. It's just gonna sit over here with all its mistakes. But I have to say, so we got to the collar of Flaming June, okay, and in just keeping with the fact that the entire thing was chaos. I made it, as I said, when my mom was first told me that she had only a few weeks left, and then I finished it right after she died. So it's kind of got crazy through the whole thing. So I didn't pay attention to where you're supposed to just pick up one side to do the collar, then pick up the other side to do the other side of the collar, and then join it in the back. I just picked up the whole darn thing and just was like, I'm just gonna knit. So I followed the pattern, and then at that point I'm like, you know what? I'm over this whole thing. So I ended up just binding off, making it looks kind of pointed, and calling it a day. So,
well, it looks good. It looked good on the mannequin.
yeah, if you see it next to what Judy's is, because hers is what it's supposed to look like. I'm sure
So
Liz
far.
Liz is what it's supposed to look like, and then you have my chaos. You're just gonna go, oh.
And then I think I scared her because I was just kidding. Because Liz is like, mine's almost done too. And I went, oh, we can wear them all together in Mississippi.
Triplets!
Crickets. No reply. And I thought, I should tell them I'm kidding. But now I'm just going to let them think I really want to do that.
Yeah, that'll be cute. All of us with the same outfit. But so we're excited. So we are going, I know we've mentioned this, but we're excited. The Oxford Fiber Festival in January. And they just put the list out the other day of all the possible classes. So Judy's going to be burning the midnight oil. Signing
All day on
she doesn't-
Friday,
She doesn't know
all
she's
day.
going to sign all of us out, but she is. Because she's going to be up at midnight.
I am. I'm going to say, well, because I don't know what they're talking about. Because if you look on the class list, and maybe it's just the way their form goes, because it says, here's the class, 8 in stock. So are they only allowing 8 people in a class? But they all say that. So I'm thinking it's just whatever form they used, whatever
Maybe.
spreadsheet they used, that's how it came out.
Classes can't be that small.
No,
at a
I
huge
don't think so
festival.
either. I don't know how big this festival is. Don't
Well, I
get-
mean, there's probably
Yeah.
a lot of people. I mean, there's
I know.
got to be at least
I
hundreds
bet
of
you
people
will be
going.
the ones that come the furthest. I bet. I think it's more of a local thing. But that's okay. But there's an all-day dyeing class. And actually it's with silk scarves, so it's a different kind of dye that
Yeah.
I use. But it's more on mixing colors and getting the... And so I thought, oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. And then we're going to take...
Well, Liz got us to like, let's get up and take yoga. I'm like, okay. But Judy's like, I can't, sorry.
No, I could. It was
Oh,
Saturday
it was
morning.
Saturday
And then she
morning,
goes, well, let's do the yoga, and then we'll do the cast-on party. And I went, they're both the same time.
We can be
Are we
two
going to
places
do
at
yoga
once.
and casting on at the same time? It doesn't work.
Yoga with goats.
Yoga. It doesn't work. I
And
never
then
understood goat
cast
yoga.
on. Well, mostly you just get to hang with little goats.
Yeah, but they poop.
Not on you.
How do you know? They're baby goats.
That's true. Maybe they wear diapers.
I mean, if they don't poop on you, you're going to roll over and do a shakonda, or whatever you call it, right in poop. You know?
I
The
don't know.
Superman pose, and you're looking right at a pile of poop. I mean, that's what I don't understand. Because I think, oh my God, that would be so cute. And I'm like, but there would be poop everywhere.
I don't know.
Where are you doing it?
You
in
know
a
what?
pasture?
I think at some point you just go, poop happens, and then you're just going to hang with tiny animals. Like when I was in Gibraltar and I had monkeys climbing all over me and they chewed my hair and made bangs. I was like, but monkeys! So
Maggie does yoga with me.
how does that work out?
I do yoga every morning.
Yeah.
Just 10, 15 minutes of, well, I'm doing the one where you twist and you're turning your knee, and she's sitting beside me doing her vagina. So it's
That's
the
the
same.
creepy yoga. That's
Yeah, it's the same. She does yoga with me.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing it, she goes in the living room and waits for me.
she's like, oh, come on, old lady, let's do this. We're getting our yoga on today.
Yeah, she does yoga. She's a little mimic anyway. She does whatever you're doing. So.
Well, our Pete the dog, so we have a French bulldog who, oh God, he's a hot mess. I love him to death, but I got a call. I was here. I got a call from my neighbor. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, well, your dog's down the street. I'm like, what? And so he somehow escaped, and we still can't figure out how because the gate was locked and he was outside. My husband was home. I mean, so we think maybe he jumped over the gate, which is quite high, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe he didn't.
Nobody came by and let him out?
We don't know. So we don't know. So we're trying to figure this out. But by the time he made it home, he was exhausted. But from his big adventure down the street. But he did listen because he knew he wasn't supposed to be out. Bob's like, time to go home. He's like, okay.
Well, it's kind of hard to catch Maggie when she gets out.
Well, Pete too, because they think it's funny and they run. Well, and she's deaf, so
No,
you can't
he's
yell.
deaf. You can't hear her. So the neighbors always see me. The neighbors didn't know it was us because she always goes through around by the back through these. We have houses that line the lagoon, and she goes that way, right by the lagoon, and she's in people's backyards. And one time I caught her because she ran up to a golfer, and I said, "Could you hold her a second?" And I go, "No." But I'm walking along the golf path, throwing milk bones at her, thinking that she'll turn around. She's like, "No," it just bounces off her, and she keeps going. So she's getting better. She doesn't try to. That's when you're young and a puppy and free. I just run.
Right.
So the last time she got out it was dusk. And I knew she was over on that other street.
And plus, with alligators, I'd be afraid she'd be a snack.
Well, I walked too close and thought, I'd never do that again. So I went around to the street, and it was dusk, and it was like Christmas time, and I had my pajamas on. I was pissed. There's no other word for it, pissed. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and get out that tip jar. I don't care. I was pissed. And I thought I could hear her, but, her tags, and I thought I looked around and didn't see her, saw the UPS truck, whatever. So I went home. I thought, I don't know what to do. Gordon comes in with her. I said, how'd you find her? She'd gotten in the UPS truck and just had them bring her home. Gordon was walking up the street.
Deliver me, please.
And here comes the UPS truck. And they go, is this your dog? Yes. So she's known in our neighborhood. So they don't know her name, but she's
Get in the van, kid. That's what she's like.
She's a legend on Robert E. Lee. I found that out. As the dog who gets in the UPS truck and has them bring her home.
Excuse me, I'm tired of running around. Could you please drop me off at my house?
I don't know why I just call her Maggie, because it's usually, oh, Maggie.
Yeah.
Oh, Maggie.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, Pete is very helpful, and when my husband he's had to do things like change out the tires, and especially when we lived in New Jersey, I had to put the snow tires on and everything, and he gets underneath, he rolls, so you're underneath something, he tries to roll under and help you.
Yeah, that's Maggie. She thinks she's got to help.
Yeah.
She's got to help you.
I got this, and then of course he creates much more chaos, but he's very funny. French Bulldogs are the weirdest dogs.
I think they're so cute. I love French
so
Bulldogs.
funny, and they have such funny personalities, and they do the funniest stretches. Talk about yoga. He's got a few poses that I'm like, yes, dog. I just wish we could catch it on film.
Oh yeah, Maggie does a great downward facing dog. Great one.
Yeah, Shavasana. Okay, I got this.
Well, she does. Well, I have a picture of her when she was a puppy, and my sister-in-law swears I staged it, and I did not. And it's on her cards that I do. I call our CEO because her dog always ate his bowls in the kitchen, and we started her bowls there, and she kept dragging them. And Gwen says, "Why is she dragging them over here?" And I looked and I went, because that's where we eat. She's dragging them over to underneath the dining room table.
She's eating with us.
So, fine. So, our we have an open concept, and our couch, at the back of it, faces the dining room. And I hear some noise as a puppy. I turn around and look. She's sitting at the dining room table like this.
At the table?
Just like this. Paws, front paws on the table. Like,
I'm here. Feed me.
So I do. I have a card that says, our CEO checks each order carefully to make sure you are positively delighted. But my sister-in-law thought I'm dead because you put her there. I said, I swear to God, I did not.
No.
I turned around and she's just sitting there like,
Here I am. Just minding my own business, doing my Maggie things.
I'll just find it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna find it. You talk.
All
While
right.
you go.
So I wanted to, we've got the week of Thanksgiving coming up. And initially I was planning to go up to Rhode Island, but it's too crazy with everything that's going on with my kids in school, and you can't miss any days. So at this point, we're not going to go up. We're just going to have a kind of low-key Thanksgiving here in South Carolina. So I'm going to have a kids camp in the morning, and we're going to do one for crochet. So beginner crochet, and the girl that teaches it is the cutest little muffin. I just adore her. She's a little high school student, and she's so talented and so sweet. She's got a great personality.
She is great.
Yeah, she's got a great personality. So she's going to host that one. And now we're going to make these little octopi. Okay, they're super cute. But I've got to find one. Normally we make bunnies. So with the beginning crochet classes, it's, I think, a little bit different than with the knitting classes. It's really just teaching how to. Oh my gosh, this picture's so cute. It's really just teaching how to knit the knit stitch, and then they come back. Look at this fool. She's so cute. Oh my goodness. Look at Maggie. Oh, she's such
Just
a doll.
sitting there.
Here I am. But anyway, so we were looking at these different projects. Normally we make a square. My daughters and I knit up some squares with really soft yarn, and then we make them into bunnies. So you've
They're
seen
adorable.
that. You could knit them up with, tie them all together at the end. So they learn the knit stitch, but then, they don't get a lot of progress on the piece while they're here. It's a lot of it's chaos. So, so I don't know, like if the other class is making, octopi and bunnies, I mean, do we make something different? I don't know what to do. Are there any cute projects that you know of that would be good for kids to start, brand new knitters, to make in a couple hours kids camp? So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Judi did send me the most adorable little pine cone covers. They are like hedgehogs, and then you kind of knit the front of it, and then you attach the back to a pine cone. So cute, but I'm thinking that might be a bit advanced if you have to, make one left, make one right, or increase, decrease in some way to create that conical look to the knitting piece. But I do think we want to.
You're in a hole here.
Yeah, I know, we're in the cave here. So definitely trying to make sure that we can, kind of pull that together. So we are looking for some ideas. Also, I want some ideas for some one skein projects, because as we get closer to the holidays, I want to have a couple different offerings of different things. But I did start my ornaments, so I'll grab a couple that I have. So these are the ones that I have in my window, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on them. So we made some this weekend. So they're just little ornaments of skeins of yarn for your Christmas tree.
If you could do this so you started at a point and the only increases were on the side, you could probably do it.
Okay, so here's what she's suggesting. So I'd have to, oh, they're adorable. I want to make one just for me.
I know, and it's not like we don't have pine cones down here. Look at this one.
We're in the pine state.
The little bowl full of them.
A little bowl full of mices. My daughter just made the cutest little, can you grab that candy corn? It's somewhere over, yeah, there it is. So she made these cute little candy corns. She was making them, it was our friend's birthday, so she made him these cute little candy corn. It's so cute. Project that she had going on. So I don't know. We're just trying to figure out
something other than a scarf. I think they love the bunnies.
They do like the bunnies. They're awful.
And the hat, but they're still increasing, decreasing. And how old do you take them?
I always I've had kids as young as 6, but there are kids that are very self-motivated. So you have to really know your child. If you have a kid that's like all over the place, these types of classes are not best for them, because I've got 6 kids in here and I want everyone to have, attention, not just the one crazy daisy. If you're looking for that, we have individual tutoring classes or private lessons. So that's certainly an option. We're not saying no, we're just saying, just know your kid and know what, everybody is capable of, because it's a lot of attention and it's a lot of learning the new steps. And once they get it pretty quickly usually. And so the first couple rows are
you can tell how coordinated they are.
Right out of the gate. So it is something that is terrific. If you are a knitter or a crocheter, which is why you're probably following us right now, you know this, but it is such a great skill. It really helps with your brain. It helps with your fine motor skills. It helps working with, fine-tuning your small, your hands concentration. You have to follow a pattern. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's just a great hobby that's been around for thousands of years.
I was teaching my granddaughter when she was 7. She's 16 now, and we were up there waiting for Hunter to be born, so we were there for 7 weeks. And I was teaching her, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
She was a hoot anyways, because she was learning it, but she'd like to chat while she was learning, so one day she does. Grandma, I know my cities and states, but I have trouble with my incontinence.
Well,
and I'm like, yeah, Jaylen, a lot of people do, but not till they're much older.
Or have children.
She goes, so that's supposed to be continence? And I went, yeah, but forever it's going to be incontinence. We call her Sparkle. She just sparkles. The stuff she says is so funny. And the best gems come from a 4-year-old. You know.
God. Oh, yeah. Little kids are, so freaking funny. I used to write a lot when I was home, because I was losing my mind a little bit, because I was used to having a 70-hour-a-week job, and then all of a sudden I was home with little people, and I was by myself a lot. My husband traveled for his work, and so I started to just write, and I had a blog, and I wrote for a bunch of different magazines and some books and stuff like that, and that's what I wrote about, was all the foibles of having kids.
4-year-old. Oh God! I remember one time we were there when Hunter was 4, and we were getting ready to leave, and he was throwing a fit about something. I think he was using Gordon's phone for a game, and we needed the phone back. So he threw a fit, and Mallory said 3 times, "Stop it, stop it." So she just picks him up, puts him in his room. He comes out. Now you know he saw this because we all had to run to the kitchen to keep from laughing. He came out and looked at her and he went, "I have had it up to here with you." I have had it up to here with you. You know he saw that from his mom and dad. So he goes back into his bedroom and we're all in the kitchen like this. And Chris says, "Did you laugh at Mike and me?" I went, "All the time. We
right.
send you upstairs to your room." And then we're on the floor just dying, laughing. Gordon had a friend that he would call when Chris and Mike were acting up. He'd go, it'd be Christmas time. He'd go, "Call me back." So he'd go, so Jim would call him back. He goes, "Yes, Santa. Yes, I am here." And he'd go, "Chris," he said this one time, Chris was like 3. He said, "Chris, Santa's on the phone. What do you think I should tell him?" And he went, "Nothing, Dad. Don't tell him nothing." I had to leave the room on that one.
Yeah, we had Emmeline. She was 2. We took her to see Santa, and so Lena went first for the picture, and she sat with Santa, and she's, "I've been such a good girl." And Lena's just this lovely little sweetheart, and she's so kind. And she says, "Yes, for Christmas, I will." And she always wanted stuffed animals. "I would like a stuffed animal," and blah 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 blah. She also talks 7,000 miles a minute. And then it's Emmeline. She's 2, and she's in her cute little Christmas dress, and she goes and she sits on Santa's lap, and Santa says, "Now, Emmeline, have you been a good girl this year?" And she says, "No, me haven't." We lost it. Everybody at the place lost it. Santa's crying. I'm like, "No, me haven't."
Yeah, that's like Mike saying anything just for a laugh. I told you the Indian guide story.
I don't think so.
Gordon and Mike were in Indian guides when Mike was like 4 or 5.
What is that, like Boy Scouts?
Yeah, but it's for
Indian guides?
YMCA, little kids. It's the
Oh,
ones
okay.
So they have this big powwow retreat one weekend, and it's down at a state park, and everybody goes and they camp and everything. And Gordon says, like, there's hundreds there. But they call up all the new members, and there's the chief, and he's in the full dress, and he asks each person what their Indian guide name is, and he throws the stuff into the flame that, burns.
Little ceremony with it.
Forevermore, this person is. Mike gets up there. He's 4, and he leans over and he goes, "And what is your Indian name?" And Mike tells him, and he goes, "That's your Indian name?" And Mike goes, "That's my Indian name." And he goes, and he's trying not to. Okay. He throws it in. He goes, "Forevermore, this Indian shall be known as Thunderpants." They all lost it. Yep. So it's good that he and Emmeline didn't know it together. Thunderpants. That's my boys.
Oh my God. All right. You know what? We should maybe talk a little bit more about some knitting. So I want to show this. We haven't looked at this in a little bit. This is this beautiful cowl. I think it's called the Ellensburg cowl.
Yes.
It is through Big Sky.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, excuse me. Blue Sky Fibers. I think this is the pattern comes from them. But we have used Rowan, and it is soft yak, and it's lovely. It knits beautifully. Look at how it holds the stitches. And here it is. It's Rowan soft yak, and it is absolutely gorgeous, and it's really it's nice and soft, and it's a terrific alternative for people that want something that's going to show the stitches and hold them beautifully.
I might get to wear it someday.
No, God, no. It lives here now. So, but the thing is that's good about
it's really easy. It's lovely to knit with.
It is, and it's a good alternative to wool because people do have irritation that comes with either they have a lanolin issue, they have an allergy to it, or they just don't like the kind of the feel. I'm one of those that are tactile sensitive, we'll call it, not a little bit crazy. I'm the one that always rips all the tags out of everything. Yeah, that's me. So
and that's slip stitch, really easy.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So this is definitely something that's on my very, 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 very long I know we should do a class on that. We don't have it.
And you know, today I saw on Facebook, there was a picture of a yak.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, he was gorgeous. He was white and just all the way down to the ground.
He's like, look at my hair. I just had a blowout.
From Tibet.
I just had a blowout.
Yeah, he looked really cool.
Yeah. So so this is a great alternative if you're looking for
Yeah, it's
something.
a really neat one. It was a fast one because I think I did it either on 8s or 9s, and then I didn't even make it as wide as they show because down here that would just engulf you and you know that would be comfortable to wear for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But I wanted something because I do like to wear those like into a restaurant or something because they're down and
Yeah.
you know it's like a bib.
Yeah.
Usually
Catches your crumbs.
Yeah.
So
And I liked that one.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It was fun to do. Like I said, it's slip stitch, so it's not hard.
yeah, Ellensburg cowls.
And what you did here, these were wrap stitches. These are slipped. And then to make the scallop, you slip with your yarn in front.
Yeah.
So it shows. And it was really cute. And I just fell in love with those colors. I'm into the rosy pinks and dark greens. That may be why I bought that. Why didn't you get the rosy pink to go with
Why
it?
did I only buy this yarn that Judi insisted we had to get?
Because I thought maybe there was some rosy
There's
pink.
got to be something fabulous that's in this. We just don't know quite what it is.
I'll look through my 97 pages of Q.
You only have
in Ravelry.
7 billion things that you might make
I know.
before you die.
I
So,
know. I can't die.
so we've got way too much stuff to do anyway. But
and I'd be dead in my sewing room, and Gordon wouldn't know it anyways. I don't know. She's here somewhere.
I don't know. Just keep looking. She's got to be doing something. So yeah. So we've got this.
Yeah, this was
That would
fun.
be beautiful with that too. Just put
It
another
would.
layer on there.
It would.
A little layer of fluff around the edges. Yeah. Well, and you've got me now making. What is this cowl called that you want me to make?
Oh gosh, I don't.
So
know.
she brings in. She goes, "You asked what you want to make," and then she hands me these 2 skeins. She goes, "Well, moons. You love this moonshine. It's juniper moon. I'm like, I do. It's very soft. It's very squishy, and these colors are fun together. They kind of pop. Although they're a little more summery looking in my mind, but." You know,
Ursula.
maybe we could throw it in here
Well, that's
too.
perfect for Halloween.
There we
Ursula.
go. Ursula.
Thistlecow. Say that 5 times.
Ursula
really fast.
Thistlecow. So,
Yeah, it's really cute because again, it's slip stitch. Oops.
yeah. So apparently I've got homework now. I was like, I finished a sweater. I'm finishing this. Oh. And I still need to.
I'm in different spaces where everything's going to get done at once. But I finished that sweater for you because I wanted that little girl sweater here.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Yes, so I want to make that, and I still need to make my square because I do every month. We do Nora's vintage blanket. It's all different cables. It's so much fun, and it's on vintage, which holds the stitches beautifully. But now I'm into the ones where the charts are so complex that I'm like, oh my god. So I've got to find
I get it.
this. I get it, but it's like a little overwhelming when I'm tired. So like this. So it's all dots and dashes and fling this over here and
Dots and
don't
dashes
freak.
and-
And it's like Morse code
so
puked
much.
on a piece of paper. And so the ones that are easy, I'm like, I'll start with the easy ones. So like, you know, here, like this is, I'm sure it's absolutely stunning, but it hurts my brain a little bit. So,
write it out.
oh my God, that's a lot of writing too.
No, it's not. It's like 4 purl, 2 knit, 1 purl, 2 knit, and just write out these if it's really getting to you.
Well, I've got my my tape, so she's got me on
Yeah.
this highlighter tape, which is fabulous.
I would, if these are bothering you, write these little cables out.
Maybe I'll have to look into it. It's really just daunting looking at it. Once I get into the pattern, I'm okay. But
Well, excuse me. The problem is, it's not symmetrical. Because see, you've got this kind here and this kind here,
Right.
and then it switches.
I know.
Ew.
Yeah, and that's what
Ew.
makes it a little like, oh! So, and cables are so much fun, and I love working with them, and I love them on sweaters. In fact, someone had the most beautiful, like, side cable, or did you send it to me? I can't remember. Everyone's working on, we've got such a fun group that comes in and plays here at the shop that they're always working on all these gorgeous
It's
things.
like being at a bar.
It always is.
God, it's fun.
We just laugh so much.
It's
over
loud,
here.
and we're laughing.
We're rowdy.
And we're not even drinking.
Right. And then eventually I have to go, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get out.
You got bobbles, too. I don't like bobbles.
I would probably skip the bobbles. I'm not a bobble
Just do a straight knit.
fan.
Well,
yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to do a purl, I think.
Yeah, probably.
You're in a pearl.
Depends on the. It's a pearl. Yeah, I'd have to continue with that. I don't love the bobbles for me, but people love them, and God bless you. But
Yeah, I'm not a bobble person.
not a person that loves the bobbles.
Well, it just makes a little nub that you think you want to pick at all the time.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like
like
a zip.
having a mole on your
Oh,
your
talk
sweater
about
that you
these.
want. Oh, so we've just come up with these now. If you want to stop by and let your loved ones know that what you really want for Christmas is yarn. I have these little sheets you can fill out here. All I want for Christmas is yarn. And it's got all the information. So I've got them ready to go here at the shop. Or you can call and let me know. I'll put your name in here. I can keep it at the shop, or you can send it home to hand to your loved ones and go, look it. Here's what I want.
Then you have to let all your loved ones and your significant others know. Because we're having, what's it called?
Big Daddy's Christmas shopping.
Big Daddy's Christmas night. And we're going to be here, and we're going to be gift wrapping, and it's just going to be for the guys or your kids to come in.
Judi is going to be twirling batons, not on fire this time though,
No.
because we are around flammable.
Jingle bells. I'll be dressed as the elf.
So yes, but no flaming batons this time because these are flammable. This is very
But they
flammable.
come in and they don't know what they want.
Right, and
So we can say, well, here's what they want. They want everything. No, but you know,
All
they
of
can
it.
pick or whatever.
Project, I need so many of this or what have you. And so yeah, we're here for you. And
Yeah,
if you
it'll
want
be
to
fun.
order something, let me know. As Judi tells you, I can order it.
She can
So
order it. She can
just
get it for you.
and if you need someone to help you cast on, that's your girl.
When I worked as a part-time manager for Archivers, the big scrapbooking store, that was so cool. It was the coolest store. They had them all over the country. And I would always work Christmas Eve because my kids were grown and they were out with their girlfriends and stuff. And
Isn't that your anniversary too?
yeah, we won't talk about that. I got food on that already. So anyways, I would work Christmas Eve because I'd let the managers who had kids be home
that
with them.
was
So
great.
I said, I'll work.
Yeah, that was
Not
great.
a problem. So I would always tell the clerks that were working, okay, you're going to have two kinds of men come in today. You're going to have the ones that come in and stand by the front door because they're scared to death and they got the deer in the headlight looks. You're going to suggest a gift certificate because they want out of there as fast as possible. And then the others are going to have a list. You help them fill out the list. It was always so funny. We were at a movie theater once. I got to tell you this. It's another Gordon story. We were at a movie theater once, and it was right around Christmas time. And we were sitting up kind of high in the second deck, and I'm looking down. This guy comes in with these three little kids, and he gets their popcorn to them and their drinks, and he goes, and he leaves. So I thought he was going to go get his, and he doesn't come back. And he doesn't come back, and I'm starting to get nervous, and I'm like watching the kids, and they're just being good. And finally, like 40 minutes goes by, he comes back, and he sits down, and he goes, I got mommy's gifts for tomorrow. And I'm saying to my husband, I can't believe that. He dumps those little kids here, and then he goes Christmas shop, and he left those little kids, and my husband's looking at me.
Deer in the headlights.
And I went, oh my God, you've done that before with my sons, haven't you? And he went, well, yeah. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
They were eating their popcorn, but they were little. I don't know what my kids would have done, the boys. I lived in a fraternity house with my boys.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God, you have actually done that. You have left your kids and gone shopping. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that issue because now we've got Amazon. So
Well, that's true.
Yeah, we got Amazon, and so I mean, there's not much
Well, I
left
don't
because Judi bought all of
I
it.
did buy it.
Judi bought everything on Amazon a couple of years ago. They're starting to restock now, but it was very slim pickings for a while.
Well, yeah, we were, weren't
Home.
going anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's really easy.
Yeah, it's too easy. So we do have that benefit for us. So the girls, for the girls, I always just want handmade. Make me something because my daughter's, she's an amazing artist. I know I've said it, and
She is.
and my other little one just
I need
makes
to
me
do my
laugh.
Christmas list this year.
They make me laugh. Emily makes me like, organs with,
She makes
glued.
Gordon laugh.
She's
Gordon loves it.
glued things together. She draws pictures, and she just goes for the laugh. So she can actually draw, but she doesn't want to. She just is like, she goes for the laugh because, well, she's my kid. And
Well, she's like Mike. I always thought Mike was going to be on Comedy Central someday.
yeah. Yeah, so you got to go for the laugh. I mean, what's the point otherwise, really? I mean, that's how we get through everything. I mean, even dealing with death, I mean, that's how our whole family was just trying to go for the laugh because otherwise you'd lose your darn mind. So
When you're laying in your bed watching TV on a Thursday night and your son streaks through the bedroom screaming, spring break, spring break. Still got one more day to go, Mike. Put your pajamas on.
Yeah. No, my little
Thunderpants.
My Thunderpants. Put your Thunderpants back on. Thunderpants. Yeah, no, my little one is feisty, and she fights with my husband. She likes to fight, so does my husband. And so the two of them
I'll bet.
go at it. And I'm like, Emily, Lena and I are like, yeah, you guys do you over there, because we are not.
WWF.
We are
right there.
not. We are not confrontational. So anyway, ending on that note, I am going to finish up, hopefully, this sweater, get this done and out of the way, and then I've got a list of Judi things that she's gotten me working on.
That's right. Tit for tat.
That's right. So we're going to have that for next time, hopefully.
Have a great Halloween.
That's right.
Be safe.
Be smart, make good choices, or get good video.
We're
okay?
making s'mores tonight over the fire pit.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I don't know. We've got a bunch of Halloween costumes that this weekend we're going to be out and about, and so I'll send you some pictures, because we
Still
are.
knock on my door.
I can't make that promise. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
know.
have the good. Save the good candy for me, though. All right? I'm a Twix kind of girl
I have
over
some.
here. I'm a Twix girl. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us here with Irreverent Knits. I am Tracy with Low Country Shrimp and Knits. This is Judi with Maggie Loves Yarn. You can find us online at shrimpandknits.com. You can find us here on Instagram. We are on YouTube at shrimpandknits.com, and Facebook, same thing. So hope to see you in the virtual world. Otherwise, stop by. Come play with us. We love a good time. So have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Take care. I'm going to wave, and thanks, guys.
Ooh, it stayed on.